It seems that General Zaluzhny is very pleased with his dismissal. It was evident from the expression on his face during his last meeting with Zelensky. Indeed, if you think more rationally and deeply, it becomes clear that President Zelensky, in fact, saved Zaluzhny by dismissing him from the post of Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. In fact, Zelensky saved Zaluzhny from condemnation and public humiliation against the background of the retreat of the Armed Forces of Ukraine on all fronts. Zaluzhny understands perfectly well that the surrender of the Ukrainian army is inevitable, and that his dismissal will allow him to avoid association with his name of Kiev's defeat in this war. Therefore, in my opinion, General Zaluzhny should be grateful to President Zelensky for the rest of his life for the service rendered to him. Meanwhile, while the new Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, General Syrsky, is trying to transfer the remaining reserves to Avdiivka, trying to delay the inevitable surrender of this city, Russian paratroopers managed to break through to the city of Chasiv Yar, in the Bakhmut direction of the front. At the moment, the Russian paratroopers are 1.5 kilometers from the outskirts of the city of Chasiv Yar. Against this background, the Ukrainian High Military Command announced the forced evacuation of the population in the Chasiv Yar itself. The fact is that many residents of the city do not want to leave their homes, and are eagerly awaiting the arrival of the Russian army. It is reported that during the house searches of residents of Chasiv Yar, Russian flags and Putin's portraits were found. Moreover, the Ukrainian High Military Command understands perfectly well that in the event of a full-scale attack on the city, the armed forces of Ukraine will not be able to resist for a long time, since Chasiv Yar is not as well fortified and protected as Avdiivka. In general, the situation in the Bakhmut direction of the front is developing very successfully for the Russian army. According to the Russian military department, in the Avdiivka and Kleshchiivka areas, units of the southern group of troops, with the support of aviation and artillery, managed to take control of almost all strategic heights, inflicting a crushing defeat on the 92nd and 22nd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. It is reported that during the past 24 hours alone, the Armed Forces of Ukraine has lost about 400 soldiers and officers in this direction of the front. Moreover, the Russian paratroopers also managed to oust the armed forces of Ukraine along the O0506 highway, and take control of the territory of the Popovsky forest. According to war correspondents, the attack of the Russian paratroopers was supported by the latest tanks, T-90M Proryv 3. It is reported that during the offensive actions in the direction of the Chasiv Yar, the Russian troops have not lost a single tank. Meanwhile, Russia launched another massive missile attack on the territory of Ukraine. So, it became known that on the night of February 11th, Russian forces launched a powerful strike on the Odessa, Nikolaev, Dnipropetrovsk, and Kiev regions. This time, Russia used dozens of Iskander-M ballistic missiles and about 70 jet-powered uranium kamikaze drones. At the same time, it is worth noting that the air alert sounded in almost all cities of the central and southern parts of Ukraine. It is reported that all ballistic missiles and kamikaze drones were launched from the territory of Crimea. Witnesses claim numerous explosions in cities such as Kiev, Dnipropetrovsk, Nikolaev, and Odessa. At the moment, it is reliably known that in Kiev, a workshop was destroyed, which secretly produced FPV drones for the armed forces of Ukraine. In addition, dozens of warehouses and hangars of the Ukrainian army were also destroyed. Unfortunately, there is no accurate data on the destroyed targets in other cities yet. Most likely, the exact data will appear closer to the morning of February 12. By the way, regular Russian massive missile attacks scared French President Emmanuel Macron so much that he cancelled a planned visit to Kiev, despite an agreement with President Zelensky. It seems that the French president did not want to repeat the fate of the head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, who hid in a Kiev bomb shelter for more than 24 hours, swallowing heart pills to the sounds of exploding Russian missiles and kamikaze drones.